Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Waking News. This week we're going to have a little bit of a different scheduling kind of style. We're kind of playing with something right now.
Yeah, so today we're going to bring you just the news.
All right. So, first and foremost out there, all of you people in Florida, today, I guess, if you're watching this on the day that it's released, is the day that Hurricane Michael is supposedly scheduled to make landfall. We hope that you're all safe and sound, if not evacuated somewhere else. I don't know how hurricanes work.
Well, all I know is that if we're getting warnings about it and the news is talking about it, that means it's pretty serious because we've had a bunch of massive hurricanes in the recent past. So we wanted to make sure that in case any of you listeners out there in Florida for some reason haven't heard yet, we want you to know that you need to get out of there.
Yeah.
Or at least get to safety.
All right, so first news of the week comes from Haiti, the island country that was founded by slaves, which overthrew the French government. But they just had another earthquake. It was a 5.9 on the Richter scale, and it's probably one of the strongest earthquakes that has been on record since the big one in 2010.
Wow.
As of right now, when I was looking at it on Al Jazeera and BBC last night, they have yet to, They have yet to get the diagnosed body count.
Yeah, I heard that there was, I remember on the, listening to NPR that there was a little update saying that it was something like up to 800 people are reported missing, and more people are reported dead every hour.
That's going to suck, though, too, because they've got Hurricane Michael also coming. Because they're in the... Yeah,
they've got all of it. So they're getting hammered.
Yeah. Next, we go to another island country known as Japan. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Maybe.
They at a zoo in Japan. I can't remember the actual place in the actual zoo. They didn't really talk too much about it. But a zookeeper was attacked, and this is leading the Japanese government by a rare white tiger. So you could really tell that it was just bloodstained. But this leads a lot of Japanese officials to look at the idea of doing an investigation into the zoo there. They don't know if the zoo is treating the tigers right or if this is a fluke that sometimes tigers do.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine with animals that are like that kind of majestic, that they're going to respond just like a dog does, to the way you treat it. Like a dog basically is only bad if its owner's bad.
True.
And so, I could imagine that, tigers and other animals in the zoos, if treated poorly, are going to act poorly. Well,
and I think, what was it? There was those, they were the magicians that got attacked a couple years ago. And that was another white tiger incident. So I wonder if there's something within, that subspecies of tigers that kind of, has, a natural inclination to a brain deficiency or something.
Yeah, or maybe
a hyperviolence.
Yeah, or maybe they just have a gene response that doesn't make them great for domestication.
Sure, yeah.
Crazy.
But that was, I thought that was a crazy story. You don't really hear too much about tiger attacks in zoos.
And nor do you hear about a government responding by saying, well, the zoo must be doing something wrong.
Sure, or we're just going to give an investigation just to see if in case.
Yeah, which is, I think, the smart way to go about it.
And my final news this week I thought was kind of funny, but also a very serious topic. The British Association for Cosmetic Surgery, I fucked that up.
That's all right.
So it's the British Association of Aesthetic Plastic Surgery has announced that they have found, or that they believe that in 2018, the deadliest cosmetic surgery that you can possibly achieve in the British Isles or the world is the Brazilian butt lift, made famous by Kim Kardashian and other people in the news. Probably, I'm willing to state that Cardi B might have had that elected surgery.
I'm not up on my.
But they do say that it has the highest chance of problems, complications from surgery.
It doesn't surprise me because the butt's a hard thing to change.
I love this topic.
Yeah. Come on. Think about it. People's legs are built a certain way. If you have athletic muscles, if you're a distance runner, you're gonna have thin legs, and if you're a weightlifter or a base cheerleader, for example, you're gonna have stronger thighs, and so your butt and all of that working together is just hard to. So I can understand why a surgery like that would be dangerous.
I would also be willing to compete with the idea that The healing process has to be really hard on that. Like, you've got the idea that, like, you can't sit on it. So constantly for, like what, like at least a month process of, like, healing, you have to lay on your stomach forever. And just the amount of things that we actually do just naturally, just like, oh, I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to lean up against this thing or anything like that when you're doing anything because your legs get tired has to be exhausting for that.
Dude, no kidding. I've never thought about that before.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, Brazilian butt lifts. Watch out for them.
Yeah, also that means be watching out for those commercials that say, have you gotten a Brazilian butt lift surgery? You're entitled to a claim. I'm sure those will pop up soon.
Yeah, maybe. Definitely probably soon. At least, like, until, like, the American Center of Plastic Surgery or something like that, or whatever they call it.
Oh, right.
I'm surprised that this one didn't have the Ministry of, what, like, aesthetic surgical, like.
Classic.
Anyway, that's been the news for us this week.
Join us on Friday, where we're going to detail some of the new changes we're going to be making on the channel.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for all of our other endeavors that are coming on Friday and Monday.
And Monday.
And Monday. Friday and Monday. New Waking the Kraken things.
Okay, goodbye.